Hey guys, welcome back to the third video in our VP Racing Fuels Shootout series. Today we're going to be testing the ethanol-based fuels, so let's get it started.
All right, so today we're talking about ethanol-based fuels,
Yes, we
specifically X98 and C85 from VP Racing. Before we get into all that, I want to talk real quick, just a recap of the results from the C16, MS109, that type of setup.
The stuff that I won.
The stuff you won. So
ding, ding.
Take it now.
Okay.
What did the Challenger do? How did the Challenger do on that
epic.
C16? What did it make?
Okay, so 710.
There's a recap, 710.
Yes, at 18 degrees.
18 degrees, not bad at all. So good numbers, good numbers.
Really good.
The C6 wasn't far behind.
No.
Had 21 degrees, made 701.
Okay,
so
remember that? Yep.
So yeah, you definitely beat me, but today's a different day.
Yeah.
Ethanol-based fuels,
Yep.
and I've got this one.
I don't know about that.
Well, why don't you go ahead and start then? Tell me how you did on that C85.
Okay, so we learned some interesting things about ethanol-based fuels, and
what happened?
well, we're gonna take a pass. We're gonna cut the video, and we're gonna go to the next.
No. So this is where Bob lost, and we're gonna go ahead and fight. So how'd you do?
Okay, so
Tell us.
So here's the problem. Okay, so what happened was we had this minor issue where we ran out of volume.
Yeah, of your fuel system.
Yeah. And so we did make some pulls. So let's just start at the beginning. Okay, so we dropped the C85 in. We ended up at 12 degrees, just like every other start. We made 624.
So you lost a little power from your baseline from 93, which is normal.
That's normal.
Normal, no timing really.
And it's the first fuel it's actually lost on when you think about it.
That is true.
The Challenger didn't really lose. I don't know why. It just doesn't really care for the ethanol. Maybe it just needs more volume.
Yeah.
However, we did attempt to turn it up a little bit in terms of the spark and ended up at 14 degrees with an amazing 674. And you're gonna go, why is that amazing? Because we stopped the pull at 5,000. And the reason we stopped the pull at 5,000 is because the injectors, well, they were done. We were over 100%.
Yeah.
Well over 100%. We were 118% to be fair.
Sounds like a lot of excuses to why the Challenger's lost.
So let me explain the difference between the two cars, okay? So the Challenger is what you would call a very simple, basic street build where it's got a drop-in Petty Enterprises 750 horsepower billet single pump, which is, we're making it because we're 710 on C16, 750 at the engine.
We're at the limit of the pump.
We're there, the pump's there. So that's a simple clean, just put a blower on, have a good day, great car to drive. The C6 though, that's serious.
Yeah, it's kind of got everything when it comes to
return style, big
fuel
AN
system.
lines,
it's
like
the whole
that.
9 yards. So it can handle it.
It can handle it.
Yeah,
and that's a problem with ethanol-based fuels.
And sadly, I really wanted to see what yours could do at a full tilt pull because if you look at the graph, it's pretty close to the Corvette, but it couldn't get it done.
No,
you ended up at 674.
Yep.
The Corvette,
5,000 RPM.
The Corvette killed you at 722. So ring the bell.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's a win. Okay.
I wouldn't ring it so hard though, because what? Wait a minute.
A win's a win. It took 22 degrees to do it.
Yeah.
Now its baseline, it actually did lose a little bit of power. So on 12 degrees, compared to 93 octane, we lost 10 horsepower. We went from 649 down to 639. Same timing, but that's pretty normal, So anyways, when we actually cranked the timing up, we worked it up and we got up to 22 degrees. That's where she was happy, and it made 722.
It's really good.
So that was a big number.
That's a big number.
It's better than your C16 number.
But not by much. By 710 to 720.
You're right, but by enough. And if we compare it back to C16,
that was a win.
C16 was 701 for the Corvette, and we went to 722 with one more degree of timing and a change of fuel. So take that as you want. But that was a pretty good result.
It's good.
Now, how did you do on X98? I know I did.
All right, so we did attempt to make some pulls, even though we couldn't get very far with C85.
Yeah.
But X98, that stuff's just pure.
It's pure ethanol.
Pure alcohol. It is pure.
Yeah.
I think we measured in the 90s, 95%.
Yeah, the scanner was showing like 94, 95%. It was
the
pretty
inline
high.
ethanol content sensor we have in the Corvette. That's,
We could
showing.
see it was.
So what I can tell you, no, I couldn't get very far. So I've got a big.
He's got nothing.
Like, no,
0.
That's.
Zero.
I couldn't even get through.
So I'll ring the bell now before I even tell you my numbers.
Yeah.
Because I won that one too.
Yeah. Why hold the bell so high though? I don't. It's
just so because you have to jump then.
Whatever.
So the C6 with X98, 12 degrees, same as C85. It actually made 639, which is it's interesting, but 12 degrees, pretty much the same thing, maybe a little bit less or a little bit more oxygen, but 12 degrees wasn't enough to make that a big deal.
Right.
When we got to some timing in it, and we actually were at 22.5 degrees, only half a degree more than the C85, X98 ended up at 730. That was the big number. That's the end of it for the C6. And one more time.
So the Challenger would have made 800 at that point.
That's what he thinks. He thinks. But
dude, it's a win.
Yeah,
I'll give you the win.
I'll take the win. I mean, even though you couldn't actually complete the test all the way,
I know.
I really wish you could have.
Yeah,
but right now, it ended up being a win for the Corvette.
Dyno chart racing.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing, racing dyno charts.
Yeah.
So, well, we know who would win on the street. You got way too much weight in this thing.
I have traction.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Whatever.
No, we'll have to go see later.
We'll see.
In Mexico.
I don't know. Whatever. I'm switching us to a burnout competition at this point.
I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. So what's next for us, Brett? We're talking about our next video now. I think we're going to do a summary video. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We want to tell you guys kind of how things panned out in a more data-driven manner. We want to show you all the power numbers, what we think for each fuel, what kind of uses it would be.
So to make sure you don't miss that next video, make sure you follow us on social media. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.
Great job, Bob.
I feel so smooth.
Good job.
Like Jack Daniels, what's it called? Gentleman Jack. Look on her face.
I tried to end it out, and I was like, this is getting too much. I don't know. It's you.
It's me.
You're going to say, so tell us about the next video. And then I'm going to tell them about the next video.
All right.